Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to London. I hope you're having a good day and enjoying yourselves. We're, of course, talking Foundation Season 3. We've got a lot to talk about this season. Ooh, it's a big one.
It's a big one.
Foundation Season 3, all the series, it works really well, highlighting the relationship between Brother Dusk and Brother Dawn. How would you say that evolves and changes as we find ourselves 152 years since the second season? I don't know, whoever wants to dive in first.
I think it's still very much wrestling with the earlier themes of the show, but I think this season primarily is focused on power and within the wrestle for power, the war and the destruction that comes as a result. I think ultimately in the earlier seasons what you've got is many different factions trying to work out who's in control, and they're kind of disparate, but I think this season really unites them all against a common enemy, which is the Mule. And from episode 1 to episode 10, it's kind of a bloody thrill ride of just endless destruction while people desperately cling for power.
Yeah, because we're all, the Cleons are tainted. You know, the whole bloodline's tainted now, so everybody is scrambling to survive, and everybody has their reasons for doing what they're doing, you know, and you know, but at the end of the day, Dusk is, anyway, trying to hang on to the tradition of power and hold the empire together. And that makes him have to make some very difficult choices. Big, bad choices. So, so, you know, I think it's, you know, it's the rise and the fall of civilizations as we know it. And that happens all the time. And that's what history teaches us. And that's kind of what's happening this season, you know. And like we first read the script, you know, it was like, I remember reading it. It was just a real page turner. What happens next? What happens next? Because everything's changing.
I find myself watching the episodes like that just constantly.
Right. Yeah, it's so
I need to know
addictive,
more.
100%. Yeah.
A question for yourself. The previous seasons have shown us different clones of Brother Dawn. How is the Season 3 one different, if you can tell us?
I mean, I think it's totally different. I mean, it's funny watching Season 3 now, and I've rewatched episodes recently of Season 1 and Season 2. Season 1 Dawn is so fragile, so unsure of himself, and just ultimately really insecure. Season 3 Dawn couldn't be more different. Season 3 Dawn is very single-minded, very clear on what he wants to achieve. He's both a very strong politician, but also has this sort of natural Cleon charm that Lee is so great at bringing through in Brother Day. And so I think he's ready for that middle throne in a way you haven't seen him before. I think what's so fun about the Cleons is you see them at these different stages, and actually what's really cool is seeing the inflection points. Is like, when does dawn turn into day? When does day turn into dusk? When does dusk turn into darkness? Yeah. It's really cool seeing those bits. I mean, my favorite parts of the show in as a whole is in Season 1, the sequence where we first see dusk turn into darkness and you see that shift. And I think what you'll see in Season 3 is that shift from Brother Dawn to Brother Day, and him really taking on that power.
It's great to have that like now comparison. We've seen darkness, now we're seeing that evolution as well. Confident is a word I'd say. Definitely feels more confidence. So, Terrence, for yourself, sort of a similar question there. Our Season 3 Brother Dusk is different from Dusks we've seen before in Season 1 and 2, but how?
He's King Lear. He's literally King Lear, because the family is coming apart. They want to steal everything. They want to kill their father. You know, they want to take the land, the solar system in this case. You know, they want to control space. They want to control everything.
Foundation as a sci-fi series has got some grand sets, some grand designs. The outfits is fantastic. What are the highlights of, you know, being in this series for you? Is it like some of the sets, or is it like the other actors you're working with? What are your highlights?
I honestly think it's all of the above. I mean,
all the above.
Yeah. I mean, we're so lucky on this show to shoot in these remarkable practical sets. I mean, honestly, you should come to set and see them. They're like so grand and yet so detailed.
Because you get the scope of it.
100%, yeah. It's harder as an actor to act opposite a green screen, and you have an understanding of how the world is meant to be designed, but it's very different walking on set in these beautiful costumes in these huge spaces, and you feel like half your job is done for you. And so there's that element of it, which is great. And then there's just getting to spend time with each other. I mean, we're very lucky.
We are, because we've been able to be carried around the world to locations where we stood watching just these real places and events happening, and all of a sudden that informs you as 100%. To the largesse of what the show is. However, it also makes you feel much more it makes me feel much more personal when you're just talking to one-on-one with another actor, because you have all this information now stored.
I think it's testament to the spirit of the show that all of us go to set when we're not filming. And I think that speaks to the fact that we will care so much about this show, whether it's to go and see a particular set or a location or just to chat with each other.
Right.
Like, I'm like, Terry, I'm shooting in this incredible place, you've got to come.
Yeah.
Or they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm shooting with this actor, you've got to meet them. You know, there is this camaraderie that even though we're trying to pull off this immense thing, it doesn't feel like that when you're on set because we just got each other.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's fantastic to hear. Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. We're all looking forward to Foundation Season 3. Very
Thank you.
explosive. I can't wait to see what people make of it. So thank you very much.
Thanks very much, man.
Thank
Thank you.